Alrighty, what is going on, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to my story mode. So if you're seeing this video, that means that it's literally release day for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It's almost as if just yesterday we were looking at that very odd-looking trailer for the game, and now here we are in the middle of November about to receive it. For months on end, we speculated, theorized, broke down, and just done about everything under the sun when it comes to these remakes. It's been a long journey, but a hell of a ride. I owe a lot to this game though, I really do, which is probably why I feel it's so mandatory for me to play it. Without the possibility of the game's existence or its initial reveal, I probably would have never been able to encounter all of you guys. I'm so thankful that you guys have stuck by me throughout this entire year, talking about Pokemon, just enjoying ourselves when it came to talking about the game. I really have been enjoying myself. This is sounding like some weird kind of goodbye message. Let's be clear, that's not what's happening here. We're gonna have plenty of fun down the line on this channel for years to come, most likely. So, please do not doubt that. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to talk about the game one last time before I actually have it in my hands and see what my thoughts are when I do have the game and have actually played through it. You get what I'm getting at? So essentially, I'll probably just be making this video to look back on for when I inevitably do my review for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, just to see what changed when it comes to my feelings. But we're still quite a ways away from that, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. I think it's about time we started getting into the main point of the video. Game comes out tonight, and I'd like to talk about my feelings, my final thoughts, and everything in between before getting my hands on the game. What I'm looking forward to, what I'm dreading, and everything in the middle of that. So, why don't we start hopping into it and talk about my final thoughts before Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So I'm sure that by now you guys know me. I like to talk about my ups, my positives, the things that I'm excited about and looking forward to when it comes to these remakes. So let's start on that side. Now this is probably very obvious, but the thing that I'm actually looking forward to the most is the Underground. If there's anything that's received the most changes besides the graphics in these games, it's definitely the Underground. Now I completely get it. Not getting the secret bases that we used to have does kind of sound like it sucks, but again, I'm coming from a place where I didn't really get to experience the Underground like that. I didn't really mess with secret bases all that much. I would go down there, I would mine, I would get everything that I need to get, and I would go right back up. I didn't use the Underground in the original games like I probably should have, but, you know, honestly, I think that worked out in my favor. It's gonna be a little odd that I just get to stuff statues all over the place. It's kind of random, but you know what? I'm sure that I'm not really gonna be spending all that much time in there anyway. I'm gonna be doing everything else. Mining for all the materials that I need. Running around with friends. Running around with friends? Oh, that's so awesome to me. And again, I'm pretty sure that was definitely not a thing in the originals, even locally. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to being down there with my friends, mining things, probably trading some items if we need. Maybe we can all hunt for one item together. Maybe one person finds it and we can all utilize it for something for our playthroughs. I don't know. But being able to play with friends in Pokemon games have always been the best time for me. So I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that we are going to spend an absurd amount of time down there. And the craziest part is, I haven't even mentioned Pokemon hideaways yet. Now as far as I'm aware, we have yet to see any kind of gameplay where you and your friends are all within the Pokemon hideaway, but come on now, are we really gonna doubt that we can all be in the hideaways together? Honestly, I don't think it's that weird of an idea. And hell, even if it's not the case, okay, that's just more Pokemon for me. I'll get the Pokemon that I need from whatever hideaway I happen to be in, go right back out, go right back online, and mine some more with friends. It's really not that big of a deal. Also, Nintendo has some weak-ass servers set up. I don't really expect them to be able to handle all of us trying to catch Pokemon at once. That's mostly a joke, but it's kind of tragic that that's really believable. Anyway, we're moving on from that. Another thing is, I have a gut feeling that those Pokemon hideaways are probably where the most shiny hunting is going to be going down. Now obviously, I'm not 100% certain on how Pokemon hideaways work and how Pokemon spawn down there, but if you can beat a Pokemon or catch a Pokemon and another one just spawns in its place, there's a good chance that we'll just keep re-rolling Pokemon until eventually we get that shiny, because these hideaways are typing based, meaning that Pokemon of that typing will just keep spawning there. But hey, whatever, I could be completely and absolutely in the red zone here, but it's just a guess. But if that is the case, then I'm really upset that we don't get the overworld shiny sprites anymore. Why did y'all take that away, man? I know it makes it a little bit easier, but God, come on, man. That was the one good thing about Let's Go. Damn it. Anyway, let's move on. The next thing that I'm really excited about and looking forward to is just the chance to really try out some new teams. Ever since we've gotten HMs removed from the previous games, I've felt very free when it came to forming my team. And honestly, I was super stupid excited to see that that was very much the case with the remakes too. Back in the day, you literally had no choice but to develop a team that could also help you get around the region properly. Keeping HM slaves in the PC was pretty much impossible because every time you would leave an area, the obstacle would respawn. Even if you break the rock, it's coming right back. So you literally had to keep the slave on you for the entirety of whatever cave you were going through or whatever river you were going across. So of course, being younger, a lot of us just decided, hey, why don't I actually develop a team member that I can just keep on the team with this HM so that whenever I need it, it's right there. Or you just had Pokemon on your team and maybe they just so happen to be able to use what you need to get across, but you had to sacrifice some awesome move for cut. For cut. Come on now. In all honesty, it was truly an absolutely tragic time to have to do something like that. But guess what, baby? We're in an era where we don't have to do stuff like that no more. We can use Pokemon like Barrel or Staraptor and things like that to their actual fullest potential. And that really just makes me wonder about all the Pokemon that I missed out on. You know, I've never used an Ambipom before? Why the hell have I never used an Ambipom before? Is it because it's normal type? I don't know. I kind of want to use one. I actually hope that I run into one during my Nuzlocke. I really do. My general skills as a Pokemon trainer have come very far since my first couple of playthroughs of Diamond and Pearl, so I'd really just like to see, while doing a challenge run of some kind, just how far I've come. Moving along from that, the next thing that I'm truly looking forward to is that music. Oh my god! Gen 4 so far has always had my favorite soundtrack in the Pokemon series to date. There are so many bangers in this generation, it's uncanny, it's crazy, okay? And we already heard some of these remixes in the recent trailers, so honestly, I'm looking forward to it like a madman. You can tell they put love and care into every single one of these retouch-ups or remakes or whatever you want to call them when it comes to the music specifically. Y'all go ahead on and keep blessing my damn ears. I know that one was weirdly short, but we're actually going to go ahead and move on to that because the next thing that I really want to talk about that I'm excited about is honestly the aftergame. I was just a tad worried that they would be solely reliant on the underground and the online when it came to the aftergame, but then they introduced Ramonas Park and all of my worries were pretty much gone with that. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, because I have no idea what the hell to expect there besides the legendaries. However, I can tell you with confidence that I am very much looking forward to hunting down legendaries. What's crazy is I'm probably going to end up getting Pokemon Shining Pearl, and I'm not even that big of a fan of the bird trio, but I do like Lugia, and honestly, the bird trio could be worse. I'm still hunting their asses down. And honestly, there's another thing that I'm kind of excited about now too, because it got spoiled for me right there on my YouTube homepage. Nothing I could do about that. And I'm also not going to say what it is because I don't want to spoil it for anybody else. Just know there's more to look forward to than you guys realize. That's all I'm going to say. Also, on the off chance there's somebody that does know what I'm talking about, do not spoil it for anybody. Please, let everybody enjoy this game blind. Let everybody go into it with little expectations and just fun times. That's all I'm asking. Don't sully anybody's fun. That's it. Anyhow, moving on from that, another mechanic that I'm really looking forward to now is the contests. Again, back in the day, I didn't really mess with contests all that much. I was a very simple kid. I wanted to go out, catch Pokemon, battle with them, and become the champion, and then eventually hunt down everything else in my path. I didn't really understand the purpose of contests like that. This also applies to literally any other Pokemon game that had contests in it before and after 4th gen. I simply did not get the point. But ain't no need to worry about nothing like that no more. Shinx is a very, very cute ass Pokemon, and I'ma prove it to any of those dumbass judges that say otherwise. Bet on it. Now, the next thing that I'm really looking forward to is probably the most obvious one here, but the online stuff. I'm really looking forward to just going online, battling, trading with friends, playing with contests apparently, because that's a thing you can do, and going underground obviously. Praying to the gods right now that they didn't bring the GTS back because that was dumb as hell, and I think that it always will be. Anyway, since all of the competitive stuff is going to be kept in Pokemon Sword and Shield, it's going to be fun to just battle casually and not really have to think too hard about anything. Now, I'm not the greatest at Pokemon battling or anything, I'll be completely honest with you, however, I can definitely hold my own. I'm no dummy. I'm a little bit of a dummy, but I'm not that much of a dummy. Anyway, you get the gist of it. Really looking forward to just doing general online things with friends, with randoms, whoever. Next thing on my list of things that I'm excited for is the potential for DLC when it comes to these games. Simply, I'm just gonna put it like this. I don't care what I have to do, I will be going after the Darkrai event if it's not a thing already. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. There's so many different events and things like that that they can implement from the original games that could be added as updates or DLC down the line that, looking at the base game, it could end up being so much more down the line. Look at Pokemon Sword and Shield. The DLCs made them crazy bearable for people now. I wouldn't put it past them specifically to just give us the base game now and really fill in the holes and gaps later. Unfortunately, Pokemon is not the only culprit of this practice. That happens with a lot of games now, which is most likely why Nintendo and Pokemon were most likely like, hey, just get the game out now, worry about the fill-ins and gaps and stuff like that later. It can be very frustrating as a practice, but whatever. At the end of the day, I'm just really looking forward to the day that this game truly becomes what it's meant to be. And all it takes is a little bit more development time, a couple of new mechanics, and the push of a button. That's all I'm waiting for. Now, the last thing here on my list that I'm truly excited for is just simply seeing how this game is gonna end up connecting to Pokemon Legends Arceus. That game coming out at the end of January is a direct prequel to this game right here. I have absolutely no idea how they're gonna do it, but I have no doubt in my mind that they're gonna have some crazy event that's going to link everything together. We're gonna have some crazy story arc with Arceus, and that's how we're gonna get the Pokemon in our games to play with whenever we want. Again, no idea about the details because I don't work at the Pokemon company, but I am looking forward to seeing whatever they decide to do with that, because that is straight up inevitable. So that just about wraps it up for all of my excitement. Now, let's get to the things that I'm a little weary about going into these games. I know it's a little early to say this, especially because we don't have the games yet, but I am a little worried about how they're going to treat the consistency when it comes to updates and things like that for the games. Like I said earlier, it would make absolute sense for them to withhold that stuff, but at the same time, it's possible that they're not withholding anything and we're not getting anything at all down the line. Unfortunately, there is a real timeline where we don't get any kind of DLC updates or any kind of events in the game as an update down the line, and that is kind of what scares me the most. If you know me, you know that I really hate wasted potential, and this game has so much potential to be so much better than its predecessors, it's not even funny. All it takes is a couple of changes, but there's a good chance that those may never come. And that would be a dark timeline, truly, but who knows? I really don't. I'm just gonna wait, keep my eye on things, and see what comes around. The next thing that I'm really worried about is limitations when it comes to the online capabilities. Now, I know that we have the union rooms back and everything like that, so there probably shouldn't be too much to worry about, but at the same time, I have this gut feeling that something that doesn't need to be there is gonna be there, or something that doesn't need to be missing is gonna be missing. Back in Let's Go, it was such an inconvenience to battle friends with that stupid code situation that they had that I didn't even want to bother. As long as they make it accessible and easy to battle with friends, trade with friends, or do both of those things with random people online, we're square. That's really all I care about, but I can't help but worry that something's gonna be wrong. I hate that feeling, but it always happens. So, we'll see what happens this time around. My next worry is the limitation when it comes to Pokemon. Now I'm sure that sounds very broad, but let me explain for a second. At some point in time, they're going to connect Pokemon Home to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and I'm not entirely sure what that means. Are we actually going to get access to more Pokemon from other generations to utilize in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? Or is it just going to be a situation where it's just to fill up our Pokédexes with Pokemon that exist in that region solely? It's one of those things that makes me question why I'm paying for the service if I still have hundreds of Pokemon that are just sitting in there waiting to be taken out. Can I finally use those 200 plus Pokemon from other regions that literally can't be used in Sword and Shield? Is this finally the time for that? That would be cool. It would be kind of nice to just be able to have access to that if that's what you're going to do when you add Pokemon Home, but I can't tell, and that worries me to high hell. Now my thing is that we already don't have any other gimmicks when it comes to Pokemon battles, whether it be Mega Evolution, Z-moves, or Gigantamaxing, Dynamaxing, whatever. We have none of that. We've established that. And that's totally fine. I'm cool with some vanilla, basic Pokemon battles. In a way, I guess you could call it cleaning the palette. I'm totally cool with that. However, in literally both of the other remakes so far, we've had access to most, if not all, of our Pokemon. So, unfortunately, I already know that we don't have access to all of them now because we're at 800 plus, which is absolutely insane. I'm just hoping that down the line, during an update or something, we can get access to those other Pokemon that have been chilling in there for the past 2 generations now. Like I said earlier, they already decided to keep all of the competitive stuff in Pokemon Sword and Shield, meaning that the battles here are going to be a lot more casual. So, my worry is that they probably won't feel very inclined to include any other Pokemon, which would be really weird and kind of frustrating. Understandable, I guess, but annoying, to say the least. Whatever happens, I want to be able to pay for the service again and get my Pokemon out because they've been sitting in there for way too goddamn long. But whatever, we'll see how things play out. And now, my final overall worry when it comes to these remakes is that for whatever reason, they won't do absolutely anything to connect it to Pokemon Legends Arceus. There's a very large possibility that Game Freak only sees Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as a holdover while they give us their big game literally only 2 months later, and they probably may not have any plans with Ilka to help connect the games in any way, shape, or form. It's very possible that we still won't get some kind of Arceus event. It's still very possible that they won't connect any story or anything to Legends Arceus. They may not even reference anything. And that right there would make me more upset than anything, because why would you throw away such good potential for connection to these games? Everybody and their mothers are looking forward to Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game, the direct sequel, I guess if you want to call it, of Legends Arceus, is right there. Y'all gotta do something. Y'all gotta do something. This is 4th gen, okay? Please, I'm begging. I can't just not see nothing. That would hurt my heart so bad. But whatever. Our fate is completely in your hands, whether we like it or not. So anyway, that actually just about wraps it up for my final little speculation and thoughts and feelings and everything when it comes to Pokemon Legends. Whoa! Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I almost messed that up really bad, but actually I'm gonna keep that in because I just want to have a cozy talk for the next minute or so. I'm really looking forward to these games, guys. I've been waiting for a very long time as of you, and it's not exactly what I envisioned when picturing the remakes for Generation 4, but I'm happy that we got something regardless because it's very unique still, and hey, even if these aren't the greatest, we still have a whole nother 4th gen game coming out in 2 months. So honestly, I think it's a solid holdover if anything. And I'm really looking forward to playing it and enjoying my time with my friends, playing online, doing whatever again. It's going to be a hell of a time, and I can't wait to play it alongside you guys. Alright, now big fat reminder, we're going to have our live stream, I guess at the time of this video, tonight at 10 p.m. Do not miss it. I really hope to see you guys there, and I think that we're gonna have an awesome time with this Nuzlocke. It's gonna be a grand time, and I'm really looking forward to suffering with y'all. So let's hop into that tonight. So anyway, that just about does it. I want to hear all of your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. What are your final feelings and thoughts toward these games before you pick them up or completely ignore them? Let me know everything in the comment section below because you know that I'm always down there with you guys. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle up on out of here. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this. And with that, I'm outro. Thanks again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video and in our live stream at 10 p.m. tonight at the time of this video. But anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Do me the greatest favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!